Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another quick video. All right, y'all, just back with my real quick picks for fight night Saturday, UFC 257. Got some good women's fights on here. It's not like a flooded night of women's fights because they're kind of spread out over the prelims and the main card here. But yeah, we got a strawweight fight, flyweight fight, and a bantamweight fight. First up, the bantamweight fight, Juliana Pena versus Sarah McMahon. Do my real quick pick here. Last night, I was kind of feeling 50-50 on this one, but just going back and looking at the resume and the performances of these fighters in their last 2 or 3, 4 fights, I got to go with Juliana Pena in this one. Yeah, Juliana Pena, I feel like she has more tools here. You know, she can be a mauler in there. She has grappling and wrestling skills as well. But I feel like as long as she doesn't get reckless, she can really control this fight on the inside with good knees and good strikes when she closes that distance. Sarah McMahon, definitely a very physically strong fighter. So she does have a chance to get this to the ground and make this a wrestling clinic and control on top. But as long as I feel like Juliana Pena gets off first with her punches, I feel like she can control, with her shoulders and her knees on the inside, as long as she keeps it like a physically mauling match in close quarters. But she just has to watch out for the takedowns, and that power is Sarah McMahon. But if I had to pick, I'm going to go with Juliana Pena in this one by decision. I feel like she is still a younger, fresher fighter. And like I said, even in that GDR fight, I feel like she was able to close distance on a bigger, taller fighter that had more power than her and look impressive until that that little slip up that she made. So in this one, I'm gonna go with Juliana Pena. I feel like she is the more polished fighter, going back and looking at the resumes last night. So yeah, Juliana Pena by decision. Next up is strawweight fight, Amanda Ribas versus Marina Rodriguez. This is a much needed win for Marina Rodriguez, so she really has to go in there and show improve. And I see this fight, if it's standing, it's going to be very, very competitive. But if I had to pick as far as like stand up, I feel like Marina Rodriguez would get the better of it because she's more so committed to her stand up, that Thai style. She's very poised, ready to strike, like I always say. Like, she can make those little turns, just at little angles, and she's right in front of you, ready to hit you with one of those front kicks or a good straight jab. So Amanda Ribas is really going to have to watch out for that. I know Amanda Ribas is pretty quick on the feet. She kind of zigzags with her feet, and, she throws out a nice, quick, laser-sharp jab. So it's going to be about speed and timing. It's going to be about speed and timing for Amanda Ribas to actually strike with Marina Rodriguez. But if it's up to me, Marina Rodriguez, it's going to be all on her to keep this fight standing and moving more so in this one. You can't stand stationary. You got to move more so like Wmma, because Marina Rodriguez has that same frame like Wmma, so she needs to be a little bit more bouncy on the balls of her feet and, get off, be quick. She needs to pump jabs out there in Amanda Ribas' face. Amanda Ribas, like I said, needs to get off her quick jabs. But to not make this fight competitive, she needs to get it to the ground. Once she lands a good 1-2 over the top, close in that distance and work knees before she gets her knees off, get the trip and takedown. When Marina Rodriguez tries to throw a knee, you need to catch that leg, take the fight to the ground. If she takes it to the ground, it's going to be more so in favor of Amanda Ribas. I know Marina Rodriguez says she's working on her ground. She's been working on her ground game, and people underestimate it. But when you look at past fights like Cynthia Calvillo and Carla Esparza, that was their main go-to to nullify the striking of the taller, longer fighter. So going into this fight here, man, as far as my prediction, Amanda Ribas, I think she has more tools. And this has been a theme over the past few videos here, just talking about well-rounded fighters. I feel like she has more tools for different situations. I'm going to have to go with Amanda Ribas by decision in this fight. I think that she just has that momentum and the speed and the power and just that ruggedness when she gets it to the ground. And I think ruggedness is what kind of gets under Marina Rodriguez in some of her past fights, like Carla Esparza and Cynthia Calvillo. She had success on the feet, but as soon as they closed distance and closed quarters and took it to the ground, the fight was in their favor. So if Ribas does that in this fight, I'm going to have to go with her by decision. But don't be surprised if it stays standing, that it could go Marina Rodriguez's way if she can control it. If she can control it for 3 rounds on her feet with a good jab and a long front kick. And last fight on the main card, this flyweight fight between my girl JoJo Calderwood and Jessica Eye. This fight here is still 50-50 for me. I'm a big JoJo fan. I want her to win in this fight, but it's still 50-50 just going by the performances of both of these fighters. They win some, they lose some. They show up sometimes and they don't. For JoJo in this fight, man, she has to stay busy. She has to make that power known. She's got to be that fighter I've always felt like she had to kind of be like Wmma with her style, because she is a Muay Thai fighter as well. The difference between her and Wmma is I feel like she had more power. She was more heavy-handed. So if she would have been fast and powerful like Wmma and powerful, man, like JoJo would have been a force. So going into this fight here, she has to make the power known. She has to get those front kicks off. She has to be quick with her jab, and she has to use some head move. She's got to move her head. Like, she doesn't move her head enough to save her life in some of her fights. So JoJo has got to move her head. She's got to take her head off the line after throwing the 1-2. She's got to go to Jessica Ai's body, kick to the body, same as Valentina did, then feint kick to the head, feint those kicks, switch levels. You got to be quicker with your kicks. Don't stand in close quarters with Jessica Ai, who has fast hands. Jessica Ai has a very sharp jab. That's the one thing I can't give her a lot of credit for. Her jab is very sharp and straight down the middle, no special effects. Jessica Ai, I feel like, has the speed advantage in this one. I'm going to see, I can picture her moving side to side in this fight, trying to feint a lot and get off 1-2s and just try to outbox and outstrike JoJo Calderwood, similar to how Cynthia Calvillo did. But when it gets to the center, I can see exchanges, and I can see JoJo doing the more damage because she's a little bit more heavy-handed. But very close fight. Like I said, I'm a JoJo fan, but it's 50-50. I'm going with my pick is JoJo, though. I think she can walk Jessica Ai down. If Jessica Ai can't hurt her, I feel like she could take this fight into the clinch, and she needs to go back to being Dr. Neville. She got to go back to being Dr. Neville. You got to go back in there, getting those tie clinches and work knees to the body, especially against a faster fighter. You got to close that distance and work her. You can't give a fighter like Jessica Ai, who throws volume strikes, any type of work. But I think JoJo can get it done, man. I'm going to go with JoJo by decision in this one, or late round stoppage. Call me crazy, but that's my pick for JoJo versus Jessica. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got. Let me know your picks in the comment section. I might actually go back and do a little live stream, and we can all talk about these fights together. These are 3 good fights. I feel like each one has a significance. I feel like, Juliana Pena wins. This will put her back into the, top 5, or maybe eventually trying to get a title eliminator. Amanda Ribas versus Marina Rodriguez. This should push her up into the top 5. And, maybe eventually get a fight with Yan Xiaonan. Jessica Ai versus JoJo. This is really just a fight to hold it down in the top 10 and possibly get a title eliminator themselves, since JoJo lost that fight against Jennifer Maia. So after this fight for JoJo, who knows what could happen? Get another fight and another title eliminator. But it's a must-win for JoJo. Must-win for Marina, and it's a must-win for Sarah McMahon, and when you look at it for those fighters. But yeah, man, like I said, I might get back on and do a live stream with y'all. We can talk about these fights. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Let me know in the comment section who you got. Peace.